Happy Tuesday, class, and welcome to Tuesday's math lesson. Woohoo! So, we're building on what we learned yesterday about partitioning shapes. Nod yes if you remember. Very good. And we're going to be not only looking at partition shapes, but counting them and identifying the fraction terms of the partition shapes. So you'll know more what that means after we learn today's, for our lesson, our learning target and our success criteria. So here we go. Today's learning target, that means end goal of our Tuesday math lesson, is repeat after Miss Peterson. I can count fractional parts. Your turn. Very good. Okay, so here, let me get it down so you can see closer. Here is a picture example of our end goal for today. Ooh, look, I see two rectangles and they're partitioned. That means separated or cut, but we're going to be counting and naming the fractional parts using the fraction words. Very good. Okay, and our success criteria is the same as yesterday. Repeat after Miss Peterson. I am successful when. Your turn. Very good. I understand that partition means to cut or separate. Very good. I understand that equal parts mean pieces that are the same size. Your turn. Say that. Excellent. And the last step, members, our success criteria is the steps we're taking to reach our goal. The last step is I understand that 2 equals F. Say it. Very good. 3 equals thirds. And 4 equals fourths. Very good. So that's how we're going to reach our end goal today. So today I have some 2D shapes, circles, but we're going to be pretending they're pizzas to help us learn how to name the fractional parts. Okay, so here we go. So here's our first 2D shape, which is a circle or a pizza. And the first step when you're naming a fraction part of a shape is to count up how many equal parts, or if it's a pizza, how many pieces of pizza there are all together. How many equal parts are making up the whole? How many pieces of pizza does this whole pizza have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there were 4 altogether. So now we're going to count how many are shaded in out of the 4. So maybe like 3 other people already ate their piece. 1 is left. See that? Well, it has a lot of toppings on this pizza. So let's count how many are left out of the 4. Just 1. 1. So you would say it's 1/4. 1 out of the 4 equal parts that make up the whole pizza. So the fraction way to write that, I'll show you right now. Let me find my whiteboard marker. Here it is. So one out of the 4 pieces were left or shaded in. So that says 1/4, because the whole pizza was cut or partitioned into fourths, because there was 4 pieces, equal parts, pieces all together. So everybody, right now say 1/4. Good. Another way you can say this is 1/4, or 1 out of 4. But you always put the part you counted on top. There's a line, and put how many pieces all together that make up the whole at the bottom. 1/4. Very good. Let's do the next one. So the next one looks like only one person so far ate their piece, and there's 3 pieces left. Let's count how many pieces there were that made up this whole pizza. So when we count the pieces, we are counting the equal parts. If we were just pretending this is a circle, which it is, and we weren't pretending it was a pizza, we would just be counting the equal parts. I just thought it'd be fun to pretend it's a pizza to help us learn for our very first time. Okay, so let's count how many equal parts or pieces of pizza there were all together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 altogether again. So right now, before I move on, I know that the bottom part of my fraction is going to have a 4 at the bottom because there's 4 pieces altogether. So I got it ready. This pizza is partitioned or separated into 4ths. Now, let's count how many pieces are shaded in or are still left out of the 4. So one person ate theirs. So 1, 2, 3 are left. 3 are colored in. So that's the fraction way to say that is 3/4. And how you would write it is we already put the 4 at the bottom. We were already ready. Now we got to put the 3 at the top. 3/4. Say it. Very good. 3 pieces out of the 4 are left. 3/4. That's the fraction way to say that partitioned circle or pizza. Very good. Okay, you should be following along and doing it with Miss Peterson. Let me erase this. Okay. Okay, we're going to practice 2 more. The next one, let's look at the next one. It looks like 2 people ate their piece of pizza already, and there's 2 that are fully shaded in that are left. But step number 1, you count how many pieces make up the whole. That's the same thing as saying how many equal parts make up the whole. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right now, before we do anything else, on your piece of paper, if you're following along, I'm going to do on my whiteboard, we know there's 4 equal parts or 4 pieces of pizza. So we have to get our fraction started. Draw the line. Put 4 at the bottom because there's 4 pieces of pizza. 4 equal parts make up the whole. Make up the whole pieces of pizza. Okay? Now let's count how many are shaded in or left. People didn't eat them yet. That make up the top part of the fraction. 1, 2. See? So we put 2 at the top of our fraction. And the fraction way to say this is 2/4. Everybody say it. Very good. That's the fraction way to write this partitioned shape. There's 4 equal parts all together. 2 of them are left, shaded in. 2 out of 4 is 2/4. Very nice. And the last one we're going to go over today before you go off on your own and do your fun worksheet after this is a whole pizza. Did anyone eat their piece of pizza yet? No, they're all there. But don't let that trick you. There's still a fraction way to write and say this. Let's count the pieces all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 equal parts. That means 4 pieces of pizza. So on your sheet, if you're following along, I'm going to write on my whiteboard. Draw the line and 4, because there's 4 equal pieces. Good. Now, did anyone eat it yet? No. So there's 4 shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fraction way to write that is 4 out of 4. 4 over 4. 4 fourths. But guess what? We don't go around saying 4 fourths, 4 fourths. You would just say, since no one took one yet, this is a whole complete shape. Even though it's partitioned, they're all filled in. So this is one whole. 4. So if there's ever the same number on top and bottom, that's one whole. So you would write, it is separated into fourths, but we would write one whole. That's how you'd write it. A whole. Okay? So I wanted to show you that in case you ran into that. Don't be tricked. That's how you write and draw the fraction terms of partitioned 2D shapes. Okay, let's go over our goal and success criteria, and then you guys can get started working on your own. Okay, let's check it. Our goal was to, I put it down here so you guys can count fractional parts. Did we do that? Yes, we did. We looked at shapes and we counted. We were counting the pieces of pizza or the equal parts, and we were naming them the fraction terms or names. So say check. Very good. Okay. And did we use our success criteria? Let's check. Do we understand that partition means to cut or separate? Yes, we mastered that yesterday and we used it today in our learn. Good. Check. Did we understand that equal parts mean pieces that are the same size? Yes, very good, because today our shapes were circles, but we were pretending they were pizzas, and the pieces of pizza were the equal parts, and they were all the same size. That's the kind of pizza I would want to share, so it's fair. Always think of that. If you ever have a question about if something's an equal part, think, are these the same size? If I was pretending this was a piece of candy, is it fair? Is it equal? Okay, so check. And the last part of our success criteria was to understand that 2 means halves, 3 means thirds, and 4 means fourths. Did we go over that and use that in our practice today? Yes, so say check. Very good. Because today we were just practicing with fourths because the pizza was partitioned into 4 equal parts or 4 pieces of pizza. So we were using fourths. But sometimes you'll see halves and thirds as well. Okay, so I think we did excellent today. Give yourself a pat on the back. And now go do the worksheet that's for Math Tuesday Math. And I have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.